Good morning. Today is Sunday, April 26, and as we begin this day together, we gently hold on to the promise spoken in 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. There may be a quiet heaviness in you this morning. Maybe your body feels tired, your thoughts feel slow, or your heart is carrying something unspoken. And yet, right here, we are reminded that weakness is not something we need to hide from God. It is not a place of failure. It is a place where His grace comes close, where His strength begins to gently hold what we cannot carry. We don't have to prove anything today. We don't have to gather strength from within ourselves. God's grace is already here, already enough, already meeting us in this very moment. His power is not waiting for us to feel strong. It meets us right here, in the middle of our weakness. If this is where you are today, quietly resting in need, you might want to write in the comments, God's strength is carrying me today. As you write it, let it become more than words. Let it settle into your heart. This small step can help anchor you in truth, making this moment more personal, more real between you and God. And now, as we stay here in this gentle space, let's begin to turn our hearts fully toward Him. Let's bring everything we are carrying just as it is and begin to speak with Him. We come before you just as we are. No pretending, no hiding, no trying to appear stronger than we feel inside. Tired hearts are here, weary minds are here, bodies that feel drained are here. And we bring it all honestly before you, God. There is something gentle about being seen exactly as we are. No mask to hold up, no effort to explain everything perfectly. Just truth, quiet, simple truth. And in this moment, we let go of the pressure to be strong on our own. We release the expectation we've placed on ourselves to keep it all together. You already see the unseen struggles, the thoughts we don't speak out loud, the silent battles we fight in our minds, the heaviness that sits in the heart when no one else notices. You see the exhaustion that doesn't always show on the outside. And still, you draw near with kindness, not judgment. If your heart feels especially heavy right now, just take a small pause here. And if this prayer is meeting you in a real way, you can gently like this video as a quiet way of saying, I'm here, God. Not for anyone else, but just as a simple moment of presence. Something small that helps your heart stay aware that you are not alone in this space. It can be a soft anchor, reminding you that you are still here with God, still held in this moment of prayer. And now, in this stillness, we invite you, Lord, into these fragile places. Into the tired thoughts, into the emotional weight, into the weakness we don't always know how to explain. We don't try to fix ourselves first. We simply bring ourselves to you as we are and let you meet us here. We turn our hearts gently toward your promise, Lord, that your grace is sufficient for us. Not just enough in a limited way, but completely enough for this very moment we are living right now. There is something deeply comforting in this truth. We don't have to search for extra strength somewhere else. We don't have to wait until we feel better, or more stable, or more ready. Your grace is not distant from us. It is already here, resting quietly over our lives, meeting us exactly where we stand. And we slow down inside, just to let this sink in. Your grace is steady. It is not rushed. It is not pressured. It does not demand that we perform or prove anything. It simply meets us. Right now. In the middle of weakness, in the middle of uncertainty, in the middle of tiredness that words cannot always describe. We are reminded again that we do not have to earn strength. We do not have to become enough on our own before you care for us. Even when we feel like we are falling short, even when we feel like we are not doing well, even then your grace holds us gently, without turning away. So we receive it now, quietly, openly, without resistance. We let your grace cover what feels heavy within us, our fears that we don't always speak, our doubts that come in silent moments, and the exhaustion that lingers deeper than sleep can fix. We don't try to fix ourselves first. We simply allow your grace to come close, to rest on us, to carry what we cannot carry. And in this simple surrender, we find that we are not alone, and we are not abandoned in our weakness. We begin to see our weakness in a different light, not as something to hide from, not as something to be ashamed of, and not even as something we urgently need to escape, but as a quiet place where you, God, choose to meet us with your strength. There is a gentleness in this truth. Your power does not wait for us to become perfect. It does not step back when we feel low or uncertain. Instead, it rests quietly in our surrender. It moves softly within the places where we feel empty, not to overwhelm us, but to sustain us. So we bring our weakness honestly before you, the physical tiredness that sits in the body, the emotional heaviness that lingers in the heart, the mental strain that makes even small things feel difficult. We don't try to hide any of it from you. We simply place it before you as it is, and we are not asking for everything to change instantly. We are not asking for all burdens to disappear in a moment. We are asking for something deeper, sustaining strength, the kind that holds us through one moment at a time, the kind that gives breath when we feel like we are running low, the kind that steadies us when everything inside feels unsteady, even if progress feels slow, even if healing feels quiet and gradual. We trust that you are still working. We trust that nothing in our weakness is wasted in your hands. There is a gentle work happening beneath what we can see. So we rest here in this truth, that your strength is not far away. It is already present within us, surrounding us, carrying us in ways we may not fully understand yet. And in that presence, we are not left alone in our weakness. We are held within it. We gently release the weight of this day into your hands, Lord. Everything that waits for us ahead, every responsibility, every conversation, every task that feels small or heavy, and every unknown moment we cannot yet see, we place it all before you now. There is a quiet relief in this surrender. We don't have to carry the whole day in our minds at once. We don't have to hold tomorrow's worries or even later today's pressures. We are reminded again that we were never meant to carry everything alone. And we don't have to. So we invite you to go before us into this day. Walk ahead of us into places we have not yet stepped into. Walk beside us in the moments we understand and in the moments we don't. And stay close to us in every step, even when we feel uncertain or weak inside. We ask you for quiet endurance today. Not loud strength, not overwhelming energy, but a steady inner grace that helps us keep going gently. We ask for peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, but rests deeper within the heart. We ask for strength that does not rush, but comes softly when we need it most. And we trust your timing, Lord, that you will not give us everything at once, but exactly what is needed for each moment as it comes. When the next step feels too much, you will provide enough for that step. When the next hour feels heavy, you will meet us in that hour. So we are learning to walk slowly with you today, not ahead of you, not behind you, but with you. And in that simple trust, we find that we are not alone in this day, and we do not have to fear what lies ahead. We draw near now to Jesus, our gentle shepherd, the one who understands weakness not from a distance, but from compassion, the one who does not turn away when we feel tired, overwhelmed, or unsure inside. Instead, he comes closer, quietly, kindly, steadily. And in his presence, there is no pressure to perform, no demand to be strong, no expectation to hold everything together. Only peace, a peace that does not rush us, does not correct us, and does not reject us in our fragile moments. So we slow down on the inside. Just for a moment, we let everything else become quiet. We breathe in his calm as if it is finding its way into every part of us that feels tense. And we breathe out what we have been carrying. The strain, the worry, the inner heaviness we don't always know how to release. In this gentle space, we remember we are not walking alone today, even when we feel unnoticed, even when we feel weak in private moments. Jesus stays close. He is not ahead of us in frustration, and he is not behind us in distance. He is here, walking with us, guiding us, strengthening us in ways we may not always recognize immediately, and something soft begins to change within us here. Our weakness does not feel exposed anymore. It feels held. It feels understood. It feels safe in his presence. So we remain here for a quiet moment, not rushing forward, not trying to fix anything, just resting in the nearness of the shepherd who never lets us go. And in this stillness, our hearts begin to settle, even if only gently, into his care. We come now to a quiet and peaceful close, holding on to this gentle assurance deep within us that God's strength will not leave us as we step forward into the rest of this day. It will meet us again and again, in moments we expect and in moments we do not. We do not leave this prayer empty or alone. We carry something with us now, his presence, not as an idea, not as a distant thought, but as a quiet companion in our hearts. A steady nearness that goes with us into everything ahead. And so we move forward slowly, without rush or pressure, not trying to force strength, but receiving it as it comes. not trying to control every outcome, but trusting that we will be carried through each moment as it arrives. And now we speak a gentle blessing over you. Strength for your body when it feels tired or weak. Peace for your mind when thoughts feel heavy or unclear. And calm for your heart when emotions feel overwhelming or unsettled. May you be held gently through this entire day. May you notice, even in small moments, that God's grace is still with you, still working, still sustaining you in ways seen and unseen. And may you walk forward not in fear, but in quiet trust that you are never walking alone. And if this prayer has brought you even a little comfort today, you are warmly invited to subscribe. It helps you stay consistent in prayer. It reminds you that you are not alone in these quiet moments of life. And it supports you in building a simple daily habit of meeting God here, day after day, gently and faithfully.